see us.
We were just talking away.
Yeah, could you hear us?
No, we apparently weren't online at all.
Oh dear.
I don't know what's happening now though.
Ah. Hi everyone, it's Nathan and Emma here from Mighty Lancer Games. Welcome to our stream. It seems we've had some technical difficulties to begin with. That's no good.
We were just waffling on.
Yay! I'd described everything I was doing about these minis and everything.
Oh dear.
Hi everyone, welcome to Two Paint Tuesdays. Nathan and Emma here. I'm just whacking some grey paint on the bases for these orcs, and then I'm going to move on to doing some bit more exciting-y type stuffs on them. And so I've got orcs, another orc, some goblin wolves, and Batman to work on this evening. And we're going to do a little bit of work on each mini. Yeah, don't know what happened there. It was like the screen was frozen.
Yeah, it was either Twitch or OBS or whatever. Just kicked us out without telling us. Yeah, we didn't break it, Pete. We didn't. Maybe it's not had enough hydration, Pete. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, possibly. I've just had a hydrate because I knew that Pete was going to hydrate.
Thank you, Pete. Everybody hydrate.
Hydrated with my cup of tea.
It was Gizmo. It might have been. He was bringing me a toilet at the time. It might have been.
Sabotage.
No, we didn't know.
Yeah, just realised that the stream was stuck.
Yeah. I did notice though, just before Wicked D texted me and went, "Do you know that you're not there anymore?" No, we didn't know. Redstale says, "Sorry, hit the big red button." Ah, your fault then. He's done that to us before, but it was at the very, very end of the stream that it did it.
Yeah, like
so it didn't
just
really
kicked
matter.
us out.
We still didn't know, but it didn't really matter. But never at the beginning. That's very mean, isn't it?
Very naughty of it.
Anyway, so you might have to say everything all again.
Yeah,
I might
so
also have to make your camera in focus. That might be a good idea.
yeah. So this evening I'm going to be painting some of these orcs. Now this orc stalker that I've got in my hand here, he is for a trio, I believe, for the RCL. This guy. So we're just going to do a little bit on him. Couple of little highlights and stuff on this guy's armour before we declare that he is finished. And then
Discord's just pinged everybody again to say we're live again. We didn't know we weren't this first time.
Yeah, so this guy is going to be done tonight, ready for submission. Oh well, short of his base being finished, because I'm gonna. One thing that I did say was that I was going to finish the stream up this evening by putting the wash over this grey I've applied on the bases, and then I'd dry brush the bases up off stream, so he could be finished. So getting a few little jobs finished off this evening for me, and Mrs MLG is embarking on a totally new project.
Yeah, I've never painted any of these guys and girls before. These are Nathan's Harlequins, and someone in Discord asked me if I was doing the traditional diamonds. I was like, if you're looking for lore, you've come to the wrong place. Because nope, I don't know anything about them. They're just being whatever colour I feel like.
Yeah. I said that Mrs MLG could paint them in whatever colour she wanted.
Yeah, I did ask him for some, technical assistance.
I showed you some pictures, like you asked.
And you just said, do them however you want, so that didn't really help at all.
Yeah.
There you go. So it's just this is it, I've finished it now. So it says, I'm painting the base for my trio so I can hit the done button. Are you streaming tonight? Oh, thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
Are you streaming tonight, Goblin Square? I didn't see anything on Twitter, but you're here, so I assume so. So yes, so they're not going to be painted with any lore or accuracy of 40k in mind at all. I'm very sorry if that was expectations.
You're just gonna have some fun painting.
Well, I'm going to attempt to paint it. I think that is probably about as far as it's going to get, and see what happens. I was saying to Nathan yesterday that as you all know, I normally use my good old trusty Umbro, and I have been using the Citadel. I believe it's a base brush, but it came without any lettering on, which is why I've got it, because we can't sell it.
I think it's a layer.
A layer brush, sorry. A layer brush. So I've been using that and my Umbro. But I also have, look at how posh I am. I've also got a Rosemary Inker Series 33. Woo! And as a new painter, I always thought, paintbrush, you know, what's it matter? My Umbro served me well, there's a lovely little hook there. But this thing, yeah, okay, I get the hype. It is really cool, and I can totally tell that it's a good paintbrush. And sorry, Umbro, it's, you know, yeah, I like you and all, but this guy's certainly winning out.
99p paintbrush doesn't cut it anymore.
I'm still using it. Just I can tell why people would use this. You know, it's keeping its shape. It holds the paint better. It's I get it. All right, I get it. I'm still currently using this one. But they're not that expensive, are they? Either really, compared to some. I mean, it's not 99p, but you know, how much? I can't remember how much they are.
They're about £6 or so, £6 to £7. They're very reasonable for like the quality of brushes that they are.
It's certainly going to last a lot longer than the Umbro.
Yeah.
What's that? There's a thing, isn't there, about a poor person in their shoes and they have to buy more shoes because they have to buy lower quality.
Yeah.
So they end up spending more money because they have to buy more of them. I think it's that kind of thing, isn't it? But so there you go. I just thought I'd let you know.
It's based in like the Discworld books, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, it's,
Is that why I know?
Yeah, so it's Commander Vibes of the City Watch.
Oh, look at me being all geeky at the same time.
Yeah. So Commander Vibes says it's about the boots that you buy. So you can only afford to buy poor quality, like you just basically everything you've just. That's who it is. It's Terry Pratchett in Guards, I think it is.
Right. Everything I've just said, but it happened to be a book, and I thought it was like a real person in real life. It just sounds about right, doesn't it, for me? But yes, so yeah, I can recommend the Rosemary. I've only tried this one. This is the only one I've tried. But yes, it's really good, and I can absolutely tell the difference, even between the three, which obviously are different price points. So the good old Umbro and the Citadel, and then the Rosemary. Yep, I'm all up for that. These two have probably had about the same amount of use, and this one started off looking like this one. But as you can tell, is already flailing about and losing its lovely little point. Whereas the Rosemary has still got its point, still going strong.
Hi, Kuronoko.
Hey Sparky. I was just waffling about paintbrushes. I'm attempting to paint this guy, but there will be no 40k reference. Are you actually going to use these in any game?
Yeah, that's why I want them painted.
Are you going to be embarrassed and putting them on your table when I've painted them in just some random colours?
No, I've been very proud showing off to everybody my shaman that you've painted.
Oh dear.
And indeed, in my next points upgrade for my army. He is he makes up part of my expanded force. Looking forward to using him. Showed him off to everybody. Told him what a good job you'd done. Because you have. So I am using some Army Painter gun metal just on the edges of the weapons on my orcs here. So these, at least one of these guys. In fact, I might submit the group. I don't know, but these are for the Lord of the Rings large group that we're doing for the RCL. Can I submit more than one mini if I submit them as a little group of minis? Is that?
No.
No?
Because that'll just make me trying to find all the photos confusing.
Okay.
Why can't you just do one?
Okay, I'll just do the one.
I mean, you can if you really want to, but you just put them in one photograph.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking.
Got to
like,
gather up all the pictures and submit them all.
Yeah, one photo of 5. That's what I was thinking.
If you really want to, have you submitted monster and all things like that?
No, but I've got a monster. When I've finished its base, it's one of these goblin
have
wolves.
One as freebie. Hey, it's a birthday boy!
Hi Moxie, happy birthday!
Happy birthday, happy birthday. Oh, we'll have to wait for Sparky to come back until we sing the birthday song. Hope you get all your voices ready. Have you had a good day? Has it been every birthday boy's dream? Go on, you were telling me. What were you telling me?
I can't remember. I'll submit them all as one picture.
No, I didn't know if you wanted to
But-
use one as a freebie.
But I could do that, couldn't I?
It's up to you.
Yeah, I could see what other categories I can slot them into. I suppose.
It's entirely up to you.
He's only got a tiny little bit of metal on him, that little hook. This guy's got his sword. I do like these guys, they're super cool. So I was looking at Reaper's website today. We've got an order in from Reaper and I don't know when it's turning up. No, it ain't come yet. I'm going to chase him up if it don't come tomorrow. But I was looking at their website today and at some of the new codes. So they've created new product codes for some of the existing Dungeon Dwellers minis. So like they've redone them as metal minis in the Dark Heaven Legends range, which is just going to be confusing because then we're going to have the same mini but there's 2 different SKUs in the catalogue, which is going to be a bit weird. I guess we'll figure it out.
Maybe. And Moxie says it's been quiet, but the way I like it.
Yeah, that's alright then.
We always have quiet birthdays, just with the people that we really like, just with family and stuff. Some of my friends like really loud and over the top birthdays, but that's not really me.
Yeah, quiet, chilled out, don't like a lot of fuss.
Yeah, just doing the stuff that you want to do that you don't normally get time to do because, life.
Yeah.
Which normally involves craft, to be fair, but did once try to go. Yes, we could do later. I did once try to go for a walk in the woods, take my camera and look for some nature, but obviously small person stomping about making loads of noise meant no nature. No, we can't stand here for 4 hours looking for a bird, Mum, because this is boring. So yeah, never mind, eh? The thought was there. Red Snail says, I like mine with rum. Well, yes, and I didn't say there wouldn't be any rum, just one small person's in bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nathan, I've noticed that too, about shifting the Dungeon Dwellers metals to Dark Heaven Legends. they were missing for a while.
Yeah. So, yeah, and I know that they're going to expand on the range and incorporate some of the existing other minis into the Dungeon Dwellers line. But I think that they're reimagining them as Bones Black as well. But it's just getting a handle on the SKUs. But I think there's a few new codes that we need to order.
So what you're really saying is everybody needs to buy them so that we don't have any crossovers and confuse the system with different numbers.
Yeah.
Is that what you're really saying? So,
yeah.
So what does everybody need to buy? Dungeon Dwellers.
Dungeon Dwellers.
Everybody needs to buy them so that the computer system doesn't get confused with two different codes for the same minute.
That's it.
Basically, that's all that is. No, we've been waiting for you, Sparky. Sir, everybody, get your lubrication of hydrations, and we're going to sing for Moxie, whose birthday it is today. I'm stalling while I find the song. He says, talking of rum, I got a bottle of Kraken Spice Rum for my birthday. Never tried it, looking forward to it. You like that?
It's delicious.
It's one of Nathan's favourites, is that.
You got me some for Christmas.
I know, I was aware, but we can talk about it in a minute. Are we ready to sing? Are we all ready? Because this might be slightly louder than we are talking.
Yeah.
So this one's Foxy. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
There is a mighty Lancer birthday, a mighty Lancer birthday. Someone has a birthday in mighty Lancer land. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Moxie!
Happy birthday. It's better than us singing, isn't it? We could just pretend it's us, but it's not. Sparky says, when someone comes in tomorrow to pick my stuff, convince them to buy me some Dungeon Dwellers. And maybe just drop some hints. Oh, there's some really cool Dungeon Dwelling stuff that we really need to you to buy as well. Oh, Sharon likes Kraken, and by the looks of that, so does Red Snail. Yeah, it's good. It is good. When I ordered yours online, because I don't leave the house, it came with like a thing where the person delivering it had to make sure that the person accepting it was obviously over 18. But when it got delivered and I opened the window to take the delivery off the man, he looked at me and he looked at the parcel and he just went, yeah. And I went, well, you could have just pretended. And he went, no, it's obvious. It's like, thank you, have a lovely day, goodbye. Yes, I know it's obvious, but you didn't have to make it quite so obvious yourself, did you? It could have just been nice.
Talking about, like, authentication. The other day, when I went to a supermarket, I bought some 0 alcohol Guinness, didn't I? As a gift. And when I got to the checkout, I had to get staff authorization for my purchase, and it brought up the thing saying like, a member of staff is coming, do you look over 21 and what have you. And then when the person came over, I said, like, seriously, it's 0 alcohol, and they were like, oh yeah, it still falls under the same category. Like, how does 0%, like, any child can go and buy a can of shandy that's got more alcohol in it than 0% Guinness. What's going on? Anyway, just a observation.
They still make Panda Pop shandy.
Well, I don't know about Panda Pop, but you can definitely still buy shandy.
Oh, Wiki D needs to leave. She doesn't like Kraken. Do you actually like rum though, Wiki D? You've got a bit more of a refined taste, I think, haven't you? I think it might be. Is it too harsh for you? You're
No.
a very delicate little flower.
I find that it depends how you drink it. So I like to drink it neat with ice. But I know a lot of people like to drink spirits with mixers like Coke or whatever. And without totally just talking about alcohol for an hour.
Always drink responsibly.
So if you drink it neat, it tastes, and you savour it and all the rest of it, it tastes totally different than if you've got some nice sugary Coke in it, because that just completely spoils the taste. In my opinion.
Are we going to talk about minis now?
Yeah, let's talk about minis.
Oh, and it's completely different to Captain Marvel. Yeah, completely different to Captain Marvel. And Malibu, see. They're sweet though, aren't they? That's the thing. Anyway, go on.
But
So Moxie's got a treat in store to try.
Oh, yeah. Good.
Did you get any hobby related stuff for your birthday, Moxie? While the boy tells us what he's painting over there.
So, well, I was just going to comment on these orcs and just say that I know that they've done these in metal. I've seen these were all on the new releases thing. I don't know when these bones versions will become available, but these were out of the Kickstarter. But these are absolutely fantastic. Very much enjoying these. I kind of hope that when they release the bones things, that they'll do a little set that's got the 5 in, like they've done the demons and the little beastmen and stuff. I was looking at those beastmen today, thinking that they were particularly cool. Actually, might have to paint some beastmen. If I ever get finished on some of my other backlog. Got to build some orcs. Got to build some more orcs for Age of Sigmar. Haven't got enough orcs on huge boars. I will do in a sec. Got excuse me, cup of tea. So what was I saying?
Let's build some more orcs.
Oh yeah, I've got to build some more orcs. So I built one the other day, and then who's here? He's fallen off his base though. I need to glue him back on. And they've got to have the big jagged gore hackers, because that's they're much better when they go charging into the enemy. They can kill more guys. So need to get him done, and a couple of his mates, and get those painted. And then so 6 of those. I've got 3 in progress already, but 6 of those, and the shaman that you've painted for me make up my force, my expanded force for Age of Sigmar. And then the next bit after that is expansion to More Crusher. So got to play a couple more games yet before we can field the big boy. Right then.
Sparky says maybe I should trade in my old boar boys. Yeah, you see, I told the Discord channel about our new
the
new venture.
Yeah.
I'm not telling anyone else. Moxie says yes, I got a lot of MLG vouchers. Yes, placed my orders today. I got Rosemary & Co brushes. Awesome. I was just talking about those, saying that I have this one. Not if you were here. I have this one, and despite the fact that I still do like my lovely little Humbrol and my Citadel layer brush without any things on, I can absolutely 100% tell that this is a good brush, and I totally get the hype.
do like the Rosemary & Co brushes. They are excellent. Absolutely awesome.
Did I interrupt you?
Yeah, I've completely lost my thread now. It's alright. So I'm just going to use a little bit of russet brown, my favourite brown, on this bit of like fur leather stuff on the edge there, around his neck. You'll see me skipping backwards and forwards between a few minis, just while I get a couple of... A lot of these have very similar tones and stuff on, so like all the orcs have got a variety of leathers and things. So we're going to be doing several minis at once while I've got the paint out. You're right, cutie. There we go.
Just trying to figure out.
Trying to figure out what you're doing.
Just trying to figure out what bit that's attached to and what bit that's attached to. And, you know, stuff like that. He's got lots of flamboyant, sticky up bits and things. But I'm not quite sure about. So, apart from your orcs and whatever, you're painting Batman, are you as well?
Yep. Batman's
How far off is Batman?
Batman's almost done. I've got to highlight his cape. So
go on, what's Batman for?
Batman's for the Great MLG Brush Off film and screen category.
Great MLG Brush Off. And what's that all about then?
That is. Well, I think you need to tell us because it's.
I never get to paint anything.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm trying to make our stupid keyboard work because it's not working.
Does it need new batteries?
Well, it shouldn't do because it's only just had new batteries and it's been really silly.
Yeah. So the Great MLG Brush Off is just a fun, interactive painting, like not even a challenge really. The Great MLG Brush Off is more for you to pick something to paint that falls within the theme. So it might be something that you were going to paint anyway, but it just gives you an extra way to show off your work. And Mrs MLG produces a really good, or has produced a really good.
Yeah, I've only done one.
Yeah, you've only done one.
Don't go bigging it up.
A really good little video that shows off everybody's work, and
it's just fun. The fun painting initiative to give you some ideas to get those creative juices flowing. The community decided that they wanted to do it and they picked the themes. All the themes are up in the Discord already, so for those of us that like to plan, there is planage available. Any miniature from any range, it doesn't matter, it doesn't have to just be Reaper, it doesn't just have to be Games Workshop, it can be any miniature from any range, it can be scenery, it can be, anything like that. Don't go limiting yourself, just have fun. It is only for fun, it is not judged, it is for all ages and all abilities. And in the Discord we can show off our work in progress and talk about what we are doing and what we're going to do and any ideas that we've got, chat about it and just have some hobby fun. And because February is film stream, you are doing
Batman.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't just leave me hanging there. That'd have been really embarrassing. But yeah, so, and also in our Discord as well, we also have a channel where we discuss the Reaper Challenge League, and we also have a channel where we discuss what's that attached to? Where we discuss the Goblin Inspiration, which this month's word is cat. And you were going to paint Catwoman, weren't you?
I was, and then I thought that I might do one of the Cats of Crumptown from.
That was right, yes.
From Northumbrian Tin Soldier.
That would be better because you really, really wanted to paint one of those for a long time.
Yeah.
You actually have to decide which one you're doing.
Yeah, I've decided. I have decided.
Oh,
Yeah.
well.
I think I'm going to do the.
So you had to think in there, and I think it's not decided again.
Yeah, I can't remember. I can't remember if I decided that I was going to do the bard or the thief.
Oh.
But,
has everybody seen the Cats of Crumptown? Is it Crumptown? Am I saying that right?
Cats of Crumptown.
The Cats of Crumptown from Northumbrian Tin Soldier that we've got on our website, of course. They are really cool, really cute and really cool, and a lot bigger than I thought that they were going to be. When they arrived, I was like, oh yeah, they're a lot bigger than I thought they were going to be, which is good because I prefer larger things.
Yeah, some of them are nice big solid lumps of metal, aren't they?
Yeah.
And I like that they're metal minis rather than like resin or whatever. Do like a nice chunky metal mini.
Oh, Coronoko likes them. Which one's your favourite Coronoko? I was also painting this guy the other day. We were talking about this yesterday on the stream, about this guy and his massive hands, and I said that he looks better with his head attached, but I still think his hands look out of proportion. I mean, look at the size of them. He's supposed to have a drum on his back, which I haven't done yet. But see, I can't paint this kind of mini on stream because it's too small. I can't see him. Like, you know, he's I mean, I know he's not tiny. He's supposed to be like this size, but for me, my old eyes, it's too small. Nope, you can keep your metal, says Sparky. Those hands, I've seen the thing. They're massive, aren't they? Yeah. I do like the mini, but the hands are funny. Can't focus back on this game.
Yeah, I don't think you can. I don't think you can beat a metal mini in some scenarios. I guess actually that's not really true. It depends on the quality of the castings, because I looked at some resin figures the other day, and I would have thought that they were hard plastic rather than being resin, and then you get some resin that's really thin and brittle and what have you. It's really difficult to kind of get a measure of it, really.
Oh no, because as I looked at Dark Cat, it has fire. That's my favourite too. But you liked the other ones, didn't you?
Oh. Yeah, fine cast failures. That's right, Sparky. I'm not a big fan of fine cast at all. It's absolutely shocking. Right, let's move on. We'll do a little bit of Batman. I've got a mini that I've wanted to paint for ages, and I don't want to put it together because it's like the fine cast resin, but it's a really nice figure when it's put together, and it looks really cool. So I think I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet and build it.
What is it?
And paint it. It's a dragon ogre. Looks really funky. From GW, it's like a mini that's been around for a long time. Shaggoth. Used to be a special character, but now it's just a normal guy.
They've been demoted.
Yeah, I don't think he's even a named like bad guy anymore. He's just a guy.
Poor guy. Wickedy says, I prefer resin or plastic minis, but then I've only ever painted one metal mini. I think that's my problem too, Wickedy, because like we're noobs, aren't we? Started off painting plastic, not really painting anything else, and the idea of painting metal minis just frightens me for no reason at all. I have done a couple, but yeah. Sparky says, I have fine cast pirate ogre that I'm going to use as an undead one, as it has so many bubbles all over it.
Oh yeah. I think the resin from GW has got significantly better, but it's still not great, unfortunately. I know that some of the minis that they've done, like made to order things for, in when they've done like special event type things and what have you, have come in metal, which has been really cool, and that they are doing more and more minis that look like they should be metal or resin. They're actually in plastic now as well, which is pretty funky. So that's good. That's good actually. There's a few GW models that I've got in. I've got that are in resin, and I just haven't touched them yet. I've got an Eisenhorn mini that's one of my favourite like characters from Black Library books, and I've just never touched it because it's resin. I don't want to mess it up.
Where were you wheeling off to?
I was thinking about going to the drawer and getting some paint, and then I thought, well, I've got all this paint here. I might as well. I might as well just crack on and mix the colour that I want. So I'm going to try and shade Batman's cloak a little bit. And we're going to go from black. And I think I'm going to risk trying to go black into a little bit of blue. So what I am going to do is I'm going to find a little bit of clear space here, over this side here. And I'm going to use some Instar warm blue and some black. And I'm going to give it a go. So, that, like, because I could always just paint back over the whole thing, can't I? So I don't need to worry about it all going horribly wrong.
If you say so.
Right. So do we use pure black or pure oxide black? Don't know what the difference is. Let's go for pure oxide black. We'll give it a proper test.
Wickedy says my first mini was metal and then I went plastic and I never looked back. Tony says, yay! Finished my RCL trio and posted. That was being
awesome.
In the Discord. Red Snail says 80s metal minis could be shocking, but so was some of the music. What? 80s was only like 5 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, but what about the 90s? So little Mrs. Schooler doing a...
You can't be thinking along timelines like that. 80s was like, 5 years ago. 90s was yesterday. I don't...
Yeah, it was yesterday.
The rest of the years don't exist.
Yeah, it was only yesterday, but then when school sent home a thing earlier on saying, oh, well, like the children can come in 90s outfits tomorrow if they like, and we discussed it earlier and said, like, well, like, what did we even wear in the 90s? Like, everybody just wore jeans and t-shirts, didn't they? That's normal. Where are we going to produce a Kappa tracksuit from at this short notice? That's not going to happen.
I don't know if I had one of them. I had some trousers with poppers down the side, but they probably weren't the proper ones. They were probably like rip-off versions.
I had a naff shell suit.
Oh, look at you being all posh.
I know.
I had a Tamagotchi. Does that count?
And I really wanted an Adidas later in the 90s. I really wanted an Adidas tracksuit. But there was always much better things to spend my money on, because it was when I was in my late teens, and I thought, like, well, I could spend my wages on a Adidas tracksuit, and that'd be like all the money I've got for the week or whatever. But then I've already got clothes, and I want to buy other stuff.
Goblin Squire says, I had a shell suit. Set it slightly on fire one day.
Yeah.
I don't think I had a shell suit either. I've never done fashion, and that's my problem. So even like the bad fashion of the day, didn't partake in it.
It's.
I used to have a big purple jumper with a bear on the front.
Really?
Yeah, because that was just like. It's not like it was today, is it? Where they're all plucking their eyebrows and they're all got their hair done and their nails done. It wasn't like that, was it?
No.
So, yeah. Tony says, I just wore jeans and t-shirts in the 90s. Okay, Sandman, Nirvana, band t-shirts. But my dress sense has changed very little. Double Sweat said, I wasn't harmed. It was put out very quickly. Did it burn though, or did it just kind of crinkle away, or did it just go like whoosh? I can imagine it either singed away or it just went up in flames. I don't think there'd be in between with a shell suit, would there?
I just remember it being melty nylon.
Red Snail says, Converse boots, combat trousers, big woolly jumpers, 4 decades later still the same. I did have combat trousers in various shades. I had snow combat and like green.
Did you?
Yeah. I also had like tartan skirts and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, I can imagine that, but I can't imagine you in like combat trousers. I wore because it was when the 90s were when I was like a skater. So we used to wear. What was the brand? Massive. I can't remember the brand of the jeans, but they were massive, like Blue Bolt or something like that. Huge baggy jeans, so they would fit over the top of our skates. And Vans or DCs or something like that. Shoes, trainers. Did have Converse All Stars. Still got some of them somewhere, I think. But Converse All Stars, but they were too skinny for when you weren't wearing your skates. Needed to be something that was a bit chunkier. Because after you've taken off your bulky skates and then you put on a pair of Converse, it felt like you had a pair of pair of slippers on or something at home. It's like putting a pair of socks on.
Goblin Squire says, it did start burning, but I think there were maybe 2 layers, an inside and an outside. I don't think it burned against my skin. Moxie says, regarding the Lord of the Rings large group, when does it need to be in for, as I also wanted the Reaper 02877 Mountain Troll to submit. End of March, just before the end of March, because it's a quarter. So ages yet. Red Snail says, I got a pair for the wife yesterday. What, Converse? I've still got some. Is it these things or these old ones?
Yours are
Those
Etnies.
various things.
Yours are Etnies, because I always buy you the same trainers because they're what you like.
Wicked D says that the stream's crashed again. Is everybody else still with us? Tony says, did you see that mad programme with Rich Hammond where he discovered that shell suits were more dangerous in a garage forecourt than a mobile phone? No. And Pete says,
Oh.
Come as well, I don't know how you'd fit a shell suit in a mobile phone. And Wicked says, no, it was just me. Everybody else is still here. I had various things that I wore. So I also wore.
It's Reminiscence Week, clearly, on the Mighty Lancer stream after yesterday's. Sorry, I've cut you off.
No, it's okay. I was just gonna say I wore like black trousers and stuff with chains all over them, and like t-shirts held together with ribbon and stuff like that.
Yeah. Punky. No, I was enjoying listening to you. So, I've got this mix of blue and black Instar paint, and it is very nice to use. I've only added like a little wetness on the end of my brush before I put it in the paint, and it's going on really nicely. Can recommend that. Hopefully, that's a subtle enough highlight on there. We're gonna do his cowl as well, so he all matches, and then we'll maybe have to do another pass with a little more proportion mix. See how it looks.
Moxie says, I'm an 80s man.
To be fair, it just looks shiny.
Sorry, baby, I thought you'd finished.
No.
You tapered off, I thought you'd finished. I apologise. Have you?
It's I've finished speaking.
You sure? I don't want to
No, it's fine.
Moxie says, I'm an 80s man. The 80s were like the party and the 90s were like the hangover. Honestly, can't really remember the 90s. I know I was there, but I don't really know. Maybe nothing happened for me. Wiki D says, 90s I wore combat trousers, my Sketcher platform boots, German army shirt over vest tops. Wow, that sounds like a combination and a half. Tony says, there was some cracking music from the 80s. I like 80s. She Sells Sanctuary was on permanent play at one point. I don't know what that
Isn't that a Stone Roses song? I could be wrong. I really like Terrorvision and the Beastie Boys from the 90s. They're my favourite groups. I have an eclectic music taste.
Red Star says, ship ahoy in the 90s. Yeah, that was my my hangout too. Good old ship. And pool room in the back. And all the ripped seats. And then they made it all posh and we just didn't feel right anymore. Tony says, mind you, I found that I liked Simple Minds too. She bangs the drum was Stone Roses.
Yeah.
Moxie says, 80s music is timeless. It is, we listen to absolute 80s as well as classic. Tony says, She Sells Sanctuary was the cult.
Right.
And Goblin Square says that too.
Fair enough. This music, actually, this music that we've got on in the background here, reminds me of some of the music that plays in certain sequences in the Batman movies, the Christopher Nolan Batman movies.
Obviously, that's how I planned it. Honest go.
Yeah, I quite enjoyed the Super Bowl halftime act last night. Took me back to just the just 890s. I don't know what that means.
Well, it took me back to the 90s.
Ah, right.
Come on, if you're going to read the chat out loud.
Sorry, got to piece it together. Yeah, it was the bit that we saw on the news. I thought it looked pretty cool. Definitely. How would it? Sorry.
What did we watch last night?
We were at your parents' house, and the news was on, and the Super Bowl halftime thing was on, and they were talking about Snoop and
No,
Dre.
what did we watch last night?
Oh, we watched Jonathan Creek. I need more blue. More blue. There we go. That should be
And
better.
you've also been watching the Righteous Gemstones, which is just...
Ah, it's funny.
It's funny, but it's so bizarre.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, it's not family friendly at all, by the way. If you haven't seen it, then it is worth a watch. It's just so weird. Yep, Jonathan Creek. Yeah, we're re-watching all the Jonathan Creeks, and I have realised that I remember them all, which is quite scary.
Yep. You can remember some of the lines, can't you?
Yeah. Which again is quite scary because I haven't actually watched them. It's not like Buffy where I've watched them 4 million times. I've maybe watched Jonathan Creek once or twice. It's obviously stuck in there.
Yeah.
It's obviously pushed out some really important information. Tony says all about Eve and Sisters of Mercy were sublime. Moxie likes Jonathan Creek. Yeah, it's cool. We're rewatching it from the very first episode. And Wicked D, don't like Krakens, never watch Jonathan Creek. Just come on. After Goblin Squire, put the Jonathan Creek on, grab a Kraken and stop messing about.
So the Righteous Gemstones is about a American family of preachers in the South, and it's pretty funny how dysfunctional their family is, and what have you. It's a bit crazy. But then, saying it's a bit crazy, you can fully imagine that kind of thing happening, I think, around like Bible Belt America. So we're on season 2 currently. I didn't think they were going to make a second season. I'm really pleased that they did because it's funny.
I don't know. What are we watching Jonathan Creek on? Don't say telly. Is it on normal telly Netflix?
It's on Sky. We've got it on Sky. It's on one of the like odd channels like Yesterday or something.
Gold.
Yeah. I've got a bit of fluff stuck on Batman.
Oh, yes. Jonathan Creek, that guy living in the windmill that solves mysteries because he figures out new tricks. That's the one. Yep. It might be on BBC iPlayer, Moxie says. Yeah, we're just watching it on a normal Sky channel, like a free channel.
Yeah.
Batman's not focusing.
Is he not?
He's too black on black. Too much black going on for the camera. I just realised that my screen's white and your screen's black.
Yeah.
Wait, just thought, oh, look at Yeah. Waiting for God, like Waiting for God, like Jonathan Creek, like Buffy. Currently re-watching Lost Girl, but I only really watched that for Kenzie because she's cool.
Which one's Kenzie the human?
Yeah, Kenzie's the human. Yeah. She's just cool. Would like to look like Kenzie, but that's never going to happen in my life. So
Why?
why? Because she's like a size 2. I've never been that, even when I was her age. Oh, ball Jen, like Jonathan. Oh, the Jonathan Creek wagon. Woo! I've never really managed to get into Buffy, says Goblin Squire. No, it's an acquired taste, I think, because it's so bad it's good. That's my take. But I do really like it. There are certain aspects that I have to fast forward because of my sensibilities and I'm a giant prune. But
what bits do you fast forward?
well, somebody else took over. I think it's season 7, and somebody else took over, and then the whole Spike and Buffy storyline goes. And I don't like that bit, so I fast forward that bit. But apart from that, we know all the words. I'm one of these really annoying people that will say the words while you're trying to watch the programme, and I have to try not because that's really annoying. Know all the songs in the musical one. Yes, annoying. I'm so annoying.
I don't think you're annoying, madam. I think it's cute.
We'll be there in a minute, Goblin Squire. And Pete says, Tony says, my screen's white and your screen's black. Is that a song? Don't know the tune to that one. Mickey D says, hey, Goblin Squire isn't getting chucked out for that. For what? For not liking Buffy? No. Moxie says, I've seen all the Buffy and Angel. I've never seen Angel. I don't like Angel as a character, so I was never going to watch that. I even got the soundtrack of the musical episode, yes. Know all those. Get that on while you're drinking your Kraken. Get the soundtrack on. Yeah, I know all the words, but didn't buy the soundtrack. It's like Lost Boys. I have the soundtrack for Lost Boys somewhere, and I really like the film, but I don't want to re-watch it because I don't want to spoil my memory of it by it actually being really bad. And I never saw the remake because that's not happening. Yeah, but you had two things we could do.
There's a remake?
They did a new film, didn't they?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure they did. Maybe I just dreamt that.
Can you see that?
Hang on.
I don't know if I'm trying to highlight this cloak, and I don't know if you can No, you can tell. You can tell. Just that there's a bit of a.
Yeah, the Buffy film's good.
There's a bit of a highlight to his cape. So I'm going to call Batman. Oh no, I said I was going to do his lips. I'm going to do his
lips. You have to hurry up and do his lips because then we're going to go and
yeah.
join him.
I'm going to do his lips, and then that'll be that. So what we're going to use? What brush we're going to use? I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use this super teeny tiny Series 99 sable brush from Rosemary & Co. A 40. Possibly the smallest brush I've got.
What's the Guinness Dude? So
what Guinness Dude?
Buffy film with the Guinness Dude. I didn't know there was more than one Buffy film.
Oh yeah. So the Rutger Hauer was in it, wasn't he? I think.
I don't know. I don't know the names.
All right. Sorry.
I just remember my own name. Anyway, do his lips because we've got to go. Do his lips?
I'm going to do his lips. I don't know what colour to do.
Lip colour.
What we got? Auburn Shadow, that'll do. Flaming locks of auburn hair. Jolene. Ooh. Oh, I've messed that. Looks too definite. Ah, that's alright.
I'm going to tell you what's happening tomorrow super quick.
Best Batman, Red Snail, Michael Keaton. What's happening tomorrow? So tomorrow night from 8 p.m. we're going to be playing. We're going to be playing some Dungeons and Dragons on stream. So for at least an hour or so, possibly a bit longer, we're going to be playing some D&D. I will be DMing, and Mrs MLG and a few of you lovely Twitch and Discord followers are going to be our player characters, and I'm going to try and kill you all.
I'll mainly be getting very confused. That's what's going to happen.
Straight away. So join us tomorrow night, where you can see, hopefully, a highly entertaining RPG session if we can get all the technology to work suitably.
Yeah, we've never done it before, so it could be
Sharon,
it could be fun.
Sharon says 7 hours. Sparky says 3 hour session. K, thanks, bye.
So it'd be awesome. Happy birthday again to Moxie. I hope you'll all come with us now over to Goblin Squire Creations for some more painting miniature coolness, and we really hope to see you all tomorrow at 8 o'clock for utter chaos and me saying, what dice do I supposed to roll now then? Because I've never played D&D before in my life. Yay!
It's very similar to Pathfinder, darling. You'll be fine.
Yeah, but
It's ages since we played that too.
ages since we played Pathfinder, and also still don't know what I'm doing with that, do I? Because I'm a rhubarb!
You'll be fine.
So thank you everybody. We're going to raid over now to Goblin Square. Remember to refresh your browser when you get there. Thank you.
Thanks
so
everyone.
much. Thank you.
Cheers. See you later.